Hello Internet, it's RetroMDJ and what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk you through RetroPie. Now there is a million videos on the internet, believe me, I have looked at them all, giving you all sorts of information about what this little system can do. So all I'm going to do is take you through some basics now, you know, like a beginner's guide to RetroPie, what's on it, what it can do, and what you need to do to get the best out of it. Now my system is fairly standard, but it is overclocked. You do need to overclock the system if you wish to run Dreamcast and definitely PSP, because these are very system heavy. But if you do it right, they work absolutely superb. I will show you. I mean, the Raspberry Pi will run pretty much any 8-bit or 16-bit system straight out the box. So anything like your Master System, your Mega Drive, SNES, NES, any of those, even all your Ataris will run straight out the box. No issues at all. In fact, it'll even play PlayStation straight out the box, because I didn't overclock mine when I started using PlayStation. So, for example, pick a game. As you can see, there's all my games with my artwork. Apologies for the camera not focusing, but I don't exactly have high-tech video equipment yet. Okay, so I'll give you an example. We'll go with Crash Bandicoot and I'll show it play. Just to show that the PlayStation itself actually plays really well. In fact, the PlayStation on the RetroPie actually plays better than the PlayStation itself, due to the fact the RetroPie actually smooths over quite a lot of graphics and the jagged edges that you sometimes get on the PS1. So if you have a look, as you can see, click start. No issues playing at all. Very smooth, very clean graphics. Although I am still quite shocked at this game even years later. Okay, as you can see, no issues at all with PlayStation. Even on the more demanding games like Ridge Racer 4, it will play perfectly. I'll show you one of those in a moment. So I told you I still suck. But you really can have so much fun with this system. You can put so much on it. But like I said, to run some of the more demanding systems, you do need to have a little bit of a play and do a little bit of research. So as you can see, there's Crash Bandicoot. Running fairly well, no issues at all. It's just the playing that's crap. Okay, even example some more games. Crash Out of Bandicoot. So I've got quite a few. If we go to, let's jump down the list. Ridge Racer 4, which is really nice looking game on this. And again, I've actually got, like I say, I've got these on the PlayStation 1 originally, and this actually does look better. But like I say, you can literally play these straight out the box. I don't believe the Raspberry Pi needs any overclocking or any adjustments to play PlayStation. It played them perfectly from day one. Let's go into a game. Takes ages to go through the menus. I've got some save games, but we'll just go with a new one. Dead smooth graphics. You don't have to go through quite a lot of crap at the start. Yeah, that'll do. I want to get into a race. Here we go. Like I say, you can see for yourself, perfect graphics, no worries. Again, I do apologise for my camera angle. I have to have the first drive with you, unfortunately. See, beautiful graphics, no stuttering, no stammering. No issues at all playing these. And you can even use the old style D-pad just like the PlayStation. Does help if you turn. As you can see, it will play spot on. Alright, I'll jump someone else, I'll show you. Very easy to come out of. So as well as PlayStation, on here you have a Nintendo. So you go into NES and you can play any of these games. And like I say, it will run NES being an 8-bit system absolutely perfectly straight out the box. And it is great reliving some of these. So for what these cost, 35 quid, you can have every console you want. And it's superb. Right, and there's, let's see, Mega Drive. Where you go straight in, it will play any of these straight off. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely no worries. And I'll just jump out another one. Apologies for whisking through the games, but I've got so much I want to show you. I don't really want to spend too long. As you can see on here, it'll run Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, all these, no issues. Right, getting to Dreamcast. Now, there was a lot of controversy on Dreamcast, whether or not it'll work on the RetroPie. Some people say no, some people say yes. Now, I can actually tell you I've got mine running fairly flawlessly, other than a few games that do have slight lag. but you will need to overclock your system to run this. Because I tried it unclocked and it was far too laggy to play. I did overclock the system, and again I've messed around with many settings and I have got it to work quite well. Especially I'll show you Crazy Taxi, which everybody seems to struggle with and seems to be very intensive on the system, but I'll show it working. You'll always get this screen on the Dreamcast emulator because it doesn't store the time or date. Now I believe there is a way of coding around it, but if you don't want to do that, just press left and enter and it goes past. Now this game is not perfect, it does have slight stutter and lag, but is very playable. Compared to what I've seen on other systems, it does work well. It's playable. I will show you. But a lot of people don't seem to be able to get this to run. Pick your car.
Alright, let's get it on. Hey, it's time to make some crazy money. Are you ready? Here we go. Come on, you're in a hurry, right?
Watch it, you nearly killed me.
As you can hear, there is stutter on the music. Oops.
Pay more attention. Move it.
Yeah, I got it.
You do get stutter, but try and stop.
Be right there.
And occasionally the music will stop.
Catch
But
you later.
Thanks.
I've done better.
the game itself is playable. Because initially, without overclocking the system, you cannot get this to run. It just was unplayable.
Right here.
Thanks. Let's go.
Okay, hang on. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Follow the arrow.
Go that way.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
So you will get stammering,
Keep your eye on the road.
as the frame rate is dropping, but especially with more graphics on screen. But this is the best I can get it to run myself. And believe me, I've spent months trying.
You should keep your eye on the road. You should keep your
There's
eye
some
on the
really
road.
shit driving. There you
I'm
go.
in again.
Thanks.
I've done better.
Hey, wait up.
For a little single board computer, it's doing well. Oh.
You're okay. Get in. Watch it, fool. Take me to the original. Okay, fine. Not you now. Whoa. Oh, man. Oh, that hurt. Pay more attention. Yeah.
Hey, it's quite fast.
That way. Yeah, I got it. Whoa. Ha-ha. Not you now.
You have to just put up with laggy sound. I'm just going to go the shortcut. Yeah. Why bother with roads?
Let's go. Yeah, I got it. Watch it, you cockhead. I'll catch you later. Thanks. That's about right.
As you can see, it's not perfect, but playable. A lot of people can't even get it to this stage. I'll just drive around for 21 seconds now after this game's finished. You can see it is playable. You will just get some sound chop.
Hey, wait up. Where you going?
Hurry, send someone up.
Hey, wait up. Where you going?
Hurry, send someone up.
In a hurry, see?
Time's up.
There you go.
All right, it's time to check out how you did today. Now let's take a look. Cloud toxins.
Brilliant. That's all
Game
I ever get.
over.
So, right. Another one that sometimes suffers that people want to play. If you go to Sonic Adventure, show you that one. Like I said, just skip past that screen. Leave it on 50, doesn't make any difference.
Story select.
Now you see, before I ever clocked my system, this intro would not play at all. So this is an example of it working.
Radar. Report cargo status of captured hedgehog aboard. Over.
That's a 10-4. Cargo secured on board and... What?
Didn't copy that.
Hedgehog is
Over.
gone. He's taken out everyone aboard and...
What's wrong?
What in the
Come
world?
in. Over.
Freeze! What do you think you're doing? Get that hedgehog!
Talk about low-budget flights, no food or movies. I'm out of here. I like running better. Yeah!
Now that intro wouldn't run at all on a non-clocked, overclocked system, so as you can see, this one runs again.
Attention all units. Suspect seen heading south. Block all major roads and capture the suspect.
Really quite smooth. There's not much lag. Oh, missed it. Plays really well. Shout about the player. So there you go. See, it's really smooth. Okay, and we'll skip to one more, which is Soul Calibur, which I love. Now, Soul Calibur works really well. You do get some graphic glitches on the menu screen, what you'll see from the game itself.
Namco.
See, the menu seems to be a little bit flashy, I don't know why, but if you go into the game,
Back to the stage of history.
I'll show you. You get some odd graphic flashing on the cutscenes, but the game itself is perfect. So you'll get some background flashes on the cutscenes.
Can you
but when it goes into the game, it is flawless. Other than his character, it doesn't seem to want to do a great deal.
This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi. You win! Battle 2, fight!
Whoa. There you go.
This victory strengthens the soul of Mitsurugi.
See, perfect.
You win!
I'm gonna hop out of that one quickly. But you can see you can get this to play really well. Another one, just to show you quickly before I disappear, is Star Wars Episode 1 race. So now again, it seems to struggle on cutscenes in between games, but gameplay is fantastic. Irritating screen. We'll skip the start because it'll play, but it's a little bit, see, a bit jaggy on the cutscenes. But to be honest, like me, we'll go that one. Go to tournament. Do get some great graphics, and I really want to walk like that. Right, as you can see, go in. We'll just put anything in. What we Anakin? Tatooine. Let's do it. Okay. Now see cutscenes, you can hear rough. It can't catch up the video play. As soon as you press start, it's brilliant, as you'll see, look. You get the great Star Wars soundtrack.
The current record holder for this track is Subulba.
Does help when you press the right button as well. You see, absolutely perfect. Perfect gameplay, there are no frame stopping, and even the music is perfect. And this is quite a fast game. So I think the Raspberry Pi does an amazing job on this. But it will require some tweaking and some messing, as I've discovered. Especially if you want to run PSP, which I'll cover in another video because it's a whole different ball game. You see?
It's a new lap record!
Smash the lap record, see? So you can get Dreamcast to run very successfully on the Raspberry Pi. Some games still, if you load them, will be laggy, but I haven't found any yet that aren't playable and won't run at all. I'm saying you get certain ones like this and Soul Calibur that are absolutely perfect. which from a little £35 single board computer is amazing. But like I say, I only managed to achieve this performance after I overclocked it, which some people are saying makes no difference, but it does. If you overclock your GPU and your 3D settings, it makes a big difference. See, it's brilliant.
It's a new lap record.
Broke me that record again.